94 through the point. It's the Flashback Cafe. I'm Laurie Cataldo in studio today. Special guest Ryan Cabrera.
I love that song. I forgot how much I like that song.
Dance around.
Yeah, that's good. I'll sing along with it.
What the Flashback Cafe is all about. 80s and 90s tunes.
See, that's my jams.
So 2004, you had the big hit.
2004, yeah, On the Way Down.
And now you have new music out.
Yes, finally.
The single is House on Fire.
But wait, I mean, there's a couple of records in between, but since the last record, it's been about 6-7 years.
So you're back.
Finally, yeah,
Tell
finally
us about
done.
the new stuff.
It's been a long process. This record's very upbeat, fun, but it's kind of, you know, it's all very acoustic driven. You know, it's all music that, you know, started out on acoustic and then, you know, turned into a record. But it's a very positive record and, you know, very eclectic. So it's kind of all over the place.
House on Fire is on iTunes.
Yeah, House on Fire is on iTunes. Yep. So definitely pick that up. You can kind of get the start of the journey of what the record's going to be.
And do you have any, what are your inspirations for this new album?
Kind of all over the place. Like, yeah, I love older music, you know, like from anything from throwback, like Sam Cooke stuff, you know, obviously Beatles, Paul Simon, just kind of everywhere. Like, there's little influences of everything. Like, you know, we were just talking, like, I was like a 90s kid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, there were, you know, I used to listen to Green Day, I used to be obsessed with Green Day back in the day, and then all of a sudden I switched and I became obsessed with Dave Matthews, and that was when I picked up the acoustics. I put down the electric, picked up the acoustic because I wanted to be just like Dave Matthews.
So is that this album kind of reflects that a little bit?
No, he's a little, you know, obviously he's got his own style. You know, in the very, very beginning, you know, when I first picked up the guitar, I would copy everything he did. And then I started to kind of come into my own. And then now I think with this record, it's like the real, true representation of everything that I've been through. And I mean, I love the record. It's so fun.
And that's,
I mean, good times.
Even like I remember On the Way Down when that came out, that was like the song of the summer, and everyone was like just a fun song. That's just kind of always been your thing, I think.
Yeah. You know, that was a fun one. And then I think True was probably my favorite single to come out. That was like, because it was acoustic ballad. You know, it was at a time where there wasn't really a song on the radio that was just an acoustic guitar and a vocal. And I remember when I first turned it in, they're like, dude, we need to put like a band on this, you know, turn it thing. I was like, no. Just an acoustic and a vocal and watch. Like, you know, there hasn't really been a song like that since More Than Words, you know, Extreme, throwing it back.
I like it.
And it ended up working out really well.
Stand your ground and it works.
Yeah, and we did. And then now with this record too, it's like everything that I did on this record is very true and honest. And, you know, a lot of times the label will be like, well, okay, what do you think about going this direction? I'll be like, well, here's the direction I'm going in. And then they let me do it.
So do you have any dream tours that you'd like to go on? Anyone you want to perform with? Anything like that?
Right now, like currently, my favorite artists out today are Sam Smith, Ed Sheeran, Andy Grammer. I love Andy.
I love all those guys.
Yeah, they're also. It's a really good time for music right now, especially singer-songwriters are starting to, you know, circle back around, so it's fun.
It's time for artists.
It is. It is indeed.
94 through the point, it's the Flashback Cafe. I'm Laurie Cataldo with special guest Ryan Cabrera.
Yeah.
Rocking out to Destiny's Child.
We were.
Talking about 80s and 90s TV.
I know, I love, like, it's just so nostalgic. It's bringing us all back. There's a bunch of us in the room. We're all like, oh my God.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, all that stuff. Well, the TV was some of the best. Like, that's why I kind of feel, like, I don't feel sorry for it, but I feel, like, a lot of kids now, like, I wish they had, like, some of those shows. Like,
yeah, they
growing up with Saved by the Bell, like, it doesn't get much better than that. Because you, like, look forward so much to getting home, and then, like, DuckTales would be on, Saved by the Bell, Full House. I'm not afraid to say that.
We were talking about TJF.
TJF, yeah. I mean, Uncle Jesse, John the Stamos, he was kind of also partially an influence, because when he sang for Michelle, he sang Michelle Smiling, and I remember being like, oh man, that's so awesome. And then I went and learned it on guitar, and I used to play Michelle Smiling all the time.
Stop it, you did not.
I did.
Wow, that's
excellent. So when you were asking inspirations earlier, I'm going to go ahead and say Uncle Jesse was one of those.
Jesse and the Rippers.
Jesse and the Rippers, yeah.
Fantastic. Cabrera himself.
Yeah.
Is it weird to hear your music?
No, I'm kind of used to it at this point. You know.
People ask me that about radio too.
Yeah, like I don't really like to hear my voice, you know, necessarily. Like I'm not like that, but you get used to it. It's you know, it's like listening to yourself on the radio or hearing yourself on the answer machine. You're like, is that what I sound like?
That's my real voice.
Yeah.
That's what people hear. That's not what I hear.
I prefer like when other people sing my songs. So like on YouTube and stuff when I see covers, like I love that because then I can actually tell if it's a good song. Because I can't tell when I write a song if it's good or not. So then I hear somebody else sing it and I'm like, oh, that's a good song. Because
so
I can actually...
aspiring musicians cover Ryan Cabrera, and you'll check it out.
I do. I always search that stuff because I like to hear the song. I just would prefer someone else's voice on it, so I can actually listen to it.
Oh, that's an interesting concept.
Well, yeah, and a lot of times, like when I write for the album, a lot of times on the demos, I'll have a friend come in and sing the demo for me, so I can tell if I like the song and I should, keep going with it. So that's whenever I turn in the demos, I'll play it and I'll be like, okay, cool, come sing on the song, and then I hear how they do it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I like the song.
Wow, that's like a neat part of the process. Who would even think to do that?
Yeah, not every time, but a lot of the time I do it, just so I can tell. I'll be like, okay, that's actually a really good song, or I'll be like, nah, I don't really like it that much.
Have you had songs that you like heard and you're like, nah, I don't like it?
Oh yeah, wait, I've heard or that I've written?
That you either way.
Yeah, of course.
When they come out,
I've when you're writing it, you obviously think that it's great, or else you wouldn't be writing it. But you're not going to come up with something great every time.
So your favorite song, what's the song you're most proud of writing?
Probably it'd be something on the new record that no one's heard yet. So.
Really? That's
True
exciting.
is one of them. True would be up there. True, I think, is one of my favorite songs I've written, just because it's so, different for the time.
Do you have a favorite song from the new album?
From the new album, either there's a song called "I See Love" that I'm really proud of, and then there's another one called "All We Have."
You're like the whole album, just the whole album.
It is. Every song becomes your baby. I like them all for different reasons.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, depends what kind of mood you're in. If you're in a really happy mood, House on Fire is gonna, it's hard to frown whilst listening to House on Fire.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so House on Fire is on iTunes. The album itself comes out
2015. Yeah, probably second quarter next year. So 2015 we'll be touring.
Will you be in Jersey?
We will be in Jersey. Of course, can't skip Jersey.
Thank you.
It's one of my favorite places to play. I love playing Jersey.
How many times have you been to Jersey? Have you been able to hang
probably
out?
about 400 to 500.
400 to 500 times?
Yes. Jersey, you could probably tour in Jersey for 2 months. And
I think we would
there's so
love
many,
that.
There's Sayersville, there's Asbury Park, we did Rockaway, we did, Trenton, all these different
Just
places.
stay in Monmouth and Ocean County. We're totally cool.
Red Bank, there's so many places to play because people really love music here. Like one of the things that we've noticed over years of touring is Jersey, people are still they go crazy. Which is awesome, exciting for an artist, because you'll play Jersey and it's absolutely nuts, and then you'll go somewhere else and it's kind of, people are more chill, or it's like, dude, no.
You're a little rowdy in Jersey.
Yeah, they just let loose and have a good time, which is, as an artist, it makes it more fun for us.
So we've been talking about all kinds of 80s and 90s goodness,
Uh-huh.
and I think we've had fun today.
I love it.
You want to come back every day?
I can come back how about every week?
All right.
Let's make this a weekly thing.
Sounds good to me.
See if we can manage that.
All right, so tell us again about the new song, the new album, names,
New song,
dates.
new album. Yeah, House on Fire is the new single, which is, the first single out in a very, very long time, so it's exciting for us. And the new record's going to come out next year, and we'll just be around touring, so come back, tour. Come hang with us. Good times, great oldies. Guaranteed.
And speaking of which, so you wanted to hear one more throwback.
Yeah, can we?
We decided on an 80s
We
tune.
did. We're going to go with Journey.
Journey.
Yeah.
And song?
Faithfully.
I like it. Any reason?
It's just so that riff, that opening riff is
It's
just
popular
so
these days.
good. It's very popular. I feel like it's kind of transcending into current music a little bit.
I wonder. Excellent. Ryan Cabrera, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Always.
It's the
Thanks for having me.
Flashback Cafe on 94.3 The Point.